Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy CTG, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 5 video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking on the best UFC 5 player in the world, and that is Romero 17. Now, for those of you guys that don't know who Romero 17 is, he was widely regarded as the best player in UFC 4. I mean, the man won multiple ESFL events, and he won the ESFL live event, and he won multiple money tournaments as well. So he has the record to go with the reputation. So, and that's really just carried over into UFC 5 as well. So we did a best of 3 series, and I'm going to be breaking down each fight that we did individually. I thought about maybe doing just a big video doing all 3 fights that we did, but yeah, that video would be like 2 hours long. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give each video the due respect that it deserves, because as you guys are gonna get ready to see here in this fight, it's a very, very high level stuff, man. Very, very high level stuff. And I'm gonna break down to you exactly what I was seeing and the adjustments that I was making as this fight went along. So in the first fight here, I believe all 3 fights are in bantamweight with these same fighters. But this first fight is obviously going to be in the bantamweight division. I'm going to be Davison Figueiredo. He's going to be Song Yadong. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here's the Chinese fighter Song Yadong, the longtime UFC featherweight contender, back on the proving ground here tonight. We have seen the knockouts start to pile up of late after a lot of...
All right, so right here, straight off the rip, we're 15 seconds into this fight, and he's already chucked 2 overhands. It was really interesting when I seen him do this, because this is not very Romero-like. And later I text him about it, and he actually told me, like, in the course of the first fight, he was giving me different looks. And this is one of the looks that he gave me. He wanted to see how I reacted to the overhand. He wanted to see, was I going to be ducking it? Was I going to be trying to slip on the outside of it and countering it? Or what was I going to be doing? So the very first thing that I seen here, obviously, is the overhands. So I kind of had to start game planning for that, because you don't want to get hit by a Song Yadong overhand. So you guys are going to see here how I adjust to this style.
A lot of decision wins, and Song Yadong believes there are going to be a lot of openings that he can exploit.
So now he's feinting him.
Here tonight.
You see, we're taking our time. I want to see if he's going to continually throw him.
Oh, he blocked that punch. Nicely done.
So see right there, a good adjustment that he made to what I was doing. He's seen that I threw a lead head kick to that side, because I was trying to catch him in vulnerability of the overhand side. So what I mean by when I say that, catching him in the vulnerable side of the overhand, he was chucking the rear overhand. That was his overhand of choice, was the rear overhand, the power overhand. So I tried to counter it with a head kick on that same side. I wasn't trying to throw the rear head kick, because it would come over here to the left side of his face. I wanted the lead head kick to go right where the open side of his head was at. So what he did to combat that, which is high level stuff, and this is what I'm talking about, why I wanted to do the breakdown, to combat that, he started to chuck this lead overhand. So now we have to pay attention. It makes it harder for us to throw head kicks, because we don't know which side it's coming from. Where if he just continually throws this right hand overhand, his power overhand, we can time out this kick and eventually try to catch him on that open side. And he knows that. So he adjusted and made the correct read by starting to chuck this lead. So that way he's not giving us a tell and making it harder for us to time out a head kick when he's loading up for an overhand. So you seen the adjustment that I made, and then the counter adjustment straight off the rip, and we're not even a minute into this fight yet. So this is what the kind of fight you guys are in for.
Done defensively. Oh, beautiful hook.
So now he's switching up strategies, going down to the body.
As expected thus far.
What a fight. My
We're playing it patient.
Just misses with the jab there.
Now you see how neither one of us is blitzing each other? This is something that I feel like isn't talked about enough. When you're fighting another elite level player, and you know that they know nearly as much as you, or just as much as you do about the game, this is the way the fight is going to play out. We're playing very, very high level footsies. We're kind of just hopping in and out of the pocket, trying to read what each other is going to throw. We're not launching off long combination strings or just trying to pressure forward and bully our way into the pocket or anything like that. We're literally fighting how these guys would fight in real life. Davidson's going to respect the power of Song Yadong coming back, and Song Yadong is going to respect the power of Deiveson Figueiredo coming back, because both of these guys are powerful strikers. So that's exactly what you guys are seeing here with me and Romero. So pay attention to the way that we're using footsies to close the distance. We're not always launching off strikes to close the distance. Sometimes we're closing it just by walking forward. Sometimes we're lowering our block and letting go of our block and just kind of bouncing in and out of the pocket to try to bait each other to throw a strike. You want to implement this kind of stuff into your game. This is really going to confuse your opponent and make catching the timing of your strikes even that much harder. So right here, we're taking our time. Chuck out that lead head kick into the rear kick to the leg.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Right there, we caught him with a nicely chimed straight, but a nice lead hook check. He's still feinting it off now, but you notice he's not throwing them as heavy.
Pick it up a little bit as he starts to feel more comfortable. Try to get the big shots off. Everything he throws with absolute power. From his punches to his kicks, just power in everything he does.
There, a nice little rip to gain that respect. Nice straight into some body work, but nice pull counter right there by Romero. Now, you see right here, if you go back just a couple of seconds, you see both of us are having success with things, right? He's having success going down to the body with the pressure, but I'm having success at chopping that lead leg. Now, that's going to be really, really important for the both of us, because if we allow him to continue to hit our body like that, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because once he gets our body health down and rocks us to the body, our head health is going to be depleted very, very quickly, because Song Yadong's power and speed and his punch levels and stuff like that are ridiculously high. They are. So we have to do something to address this body work, but at the same time, we want to make him feel uncomfortable with the amount of leg kicks that he's taking. If he's going to continue to give us this leg work right here, we're going to take it all day long. But notice the counter that he's trying to do to combat the leg kicks is by applying pressure. So now we're going to have to pick and choose more wisely when we are throwing the calf kicks. But at the same time, we have to continue to hammer these leg kicks down, because that's what he's giving us. And that's what's going to open up the opportunities to gain us space, but also open up combinations up to the head without him continuously trying to either slip counter or pull counter. So very, very high level stuff. And both of us are already trying to work on our game plans that we've kind of correlated throughout this round already. So right there, nice slip counter. He hurts us. We duck it. We fire off a two-piece, but because his stamina was so low, we're able to get that nice, beautiful knockdown. But in spars, we ain't taking ground and pound finishes unless, you know, he starts to try to grapple me or he tries to take a ground and pound finish. You know, we're not necessarily going to do that. Popped off that jab straight. But notice what this did right here. Him hurting us and then us coming back effectively and dropping him with low stamina. What it's done is it's gained us that respect. And this is what I preach to you guys about fighting pressure fighters. You have to be able to do something or answer with combinations in the pocket to hurt your opponent and gain that respect. Because notice, he's not fighting me close anymore. He's fighting me off at distance because he realizes, you know, Crooks isn't no joke in here, bro. I got to remember, Crooks can launch combinations off in this pocket. So I just put him on notice. You know what? We're not afraid to launch combinations off. We're not afraid to slip counter or duck counter or pull counter and launch off these heavy hands that Deiveson has. So now it's going to make him rethink just standing in the pocket with us all the time because he's already been knocked down. So the tip that I have for you guys right here is learn combinations inside the pocket. Learn them. They're very, very important. Be comfortable with fighting in the pocket because there is going to come moments, even against the high level players like Romero 17, that you're going to have to make them respect you in the pocket. You're going to have to make them back up and reset and rethink just standing there with you in the pocket. Right there, we implemented a nice little slip hook, but he caught us with a beautifully timed head kick right there. Tries the launch one again. Nice two-piece right there by us. Nice uppercut right here, right there by him, though.
He gave these fans a lot to cheer about on the field. He absolutely did.
So now we've been rocked twice, but our confidence isn't broken. We've been having a lot of success in this round. There's the calf kick again. Nice pull counter by us. Now that read right there that we just made, that I blocked his body shot and then he immediately tried to pull. We really need to keep that in mind when we're trying to block counter him to the body, because if he pulls our pull counter again, we're gonna get hit with some nasty damage, and we already have a cut, and we don't want that. So definitely got to keep that in mind when we're fighting him. Nice uppercut. Our stamina is becoming a little bit of an issue as well, but that's off the beautiful body work that he's been doing. Nice. Caught him right there with a cleanly timed straight on the end of that combination. That's the end of the first round. Very, very competitive first round. Very, very competitive first round. He hurt me twice. I hurt him. And we just downloaded a lot of the information that we needed, that I feel like he's going to be trying to use against me here in this fight. And we did get a knockdown as well. So I don't know if that was enough to win us the round, but I think so. We touch gloves and we're back underway. So you see I'm starting to chop away at that leg because that leg health is low. And there we get a nicely timed leg kick rock right there. So now, with us getting this leg kick rock, what it's going to force him to have to do is lower that block. It's going to force him to lower that block, which is going to make him get off of this high block right here. It's either going to make it, and it's going to kind of make him have to second guess slipping too. Because if he slips while I'm leg kicking, or tries to pull counter or something like that, and he leaves his leg health open, we're just going to continue to chop this. Because it's created a weak point in his stance. So this is what I talk about when I'm telling you guys, chop the leg, chop the leg. Leg kicks are very, very good against the highest of the high level players in UFC 5 because it forces them to have to come up off their high block, and it forces them to have to be a little more smarter with their slips. And that's what you want to do. You want to start making them think and be more calculated and more pinpoint accurate with their slips. You don't want people just slipping off and throwing, like we all know a lot of people tend to do. Like, I'll just give an example with Nas UFC. He lives on slip counters to the body, slip body work. He goes slip, hook, hook. Well, if you start to chop these legs, he's going to have to rethink that strategy. He can't just slip whenever he feels like it because he has to worry about these calf kicks. So you're going to see me start to really double down on kicking these legs until he makes an adjustment, and then we'll make an adjustment accordingly.
Really badly by that one big leg kick.
There's another beautifully timed calf kick and the second leg health event of the round already. And we're not even a minute in.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
So see, like he did in the first round, he's now trying to negate the calf kicks by pressure, which is a very, very good strategy to do because he had a lot of success with that in the first round. But now we've made that adjustment. We now know what he's going to do, and now we're not just going to be backing up and getting ourselves up to the fence. You notice we're circling out. He tried to hit us with an elbow. We circled off to our right side, And now because he missed on the elbow, now we got a free calf kick right here, which is going to do some considerable damage to that lead leg. And what we're trying to do overall is we're trying to get him to switch that stance in the southpaw. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make him switch stance and make him not kick us and really just be a boxer. Because the more we can do that, the more it's going to play into our favor, because although Song Yadong does have high punch power, so does Davison Figueiredo. So, beautiful work from us right here. We're circling off. That's the tip that I have for you. Once you notice your opponent's pressuring, make the adjustment, circle off, but continue to chop at the leg kicks.
He's got to start throwing down.
So there's the stance switch.
That lead right hand
There we
is
fired
good.
off a nice
When he
two-piece.
gets close and he throws, he
Breaking the block down, drop him right there with a crispy, clean four-piece combination. So now he's back in orthodox because of the knockdown.
You better check these kicks. He's not going to be able to fight.
So we don't want to give up on the leg work because it's that left leg that's hurt.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2.
He missed right there. Nice lead hook right there by him at the end of his combination. Really stopped me from chopping that leg. Woo! Almost caught me with the pull counter right there, though. And gotta be careful.
Tonight, both fighters invoking damage on the other.
Yeah.
Nice body work, but nice lead hook right there. Hurts us and then knocks us down. And he doesn't go for the finish either. Very respectful work right there from Romero. Now he's pressuring. We're circling off the cage. Calf kick again because he's in orthodox. Hurts him. Catch him right there with a clean uppercut. Get him to switch back to southpaw. So now the read's got to be quick and accurate, because if we make a wrong read against him, he's gonna finish us, ladies and gentlemen. Nice jab straight. We ducked underneath that lead hook.
Cut there, right on the bridge of the nose. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in
Nice.
MMA, but he's doing a nice job
Feinting
blocking
the
these.
strikes, just giving us different looks.
Any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
Double jab, nice ducking uppercut, but luckily we were able to block. Nice jab right there at the end of the combination.
Be out of here soon, DC.
Whew.
Almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot,
Now, I mean, the last minute of this, a minute and a half, has literally just been us picking up the tempo. He's trying to speed it up. I'm trying to speed it up. I'm trying to mix up the pace of the fight. He's trying to mix up the pace of the fight. And this is where mistakes can be made if we're not careful. We're both fighting in with what I like to call rhythm striking. He's going, I'm going, he's going, I'm going. We're establishing a high pace, a high rhythm. So now it's on one of us to interrupt it and either counter or throw an offbeat combination that's going to catch the other throwing a strike when they're not supposed to. So now both of us are trying to set each other up, but neither one of us is really taking the bait right here. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to see this happen a lot amongst elite level players. Sometimes neither one of them is going to be able to set the other up because they both know what each other's trying to do. So when you're going up against another elite level player, don't be discouraged if you're not landing high damaging shots. If you're not landing your normal combinations, it's going to happen because your opponent knows what you're trying to do and you know what your opponent's trying to do. So right here, it's just an enjoyable round. And I'm telling you right here, at this course of this round, I'm having the most fun that I have at any point playing UFC 5. Because I know I have somebody equally as good as me that I'm fighting against, and it's just, this is what makes UFC 5 enjoyable. I'm not going to lie to you. Right there, we missed on the head kick and drained all of our stamina down, and he made us pay with a cleanly timed body kick and hurts us again with another rear body kick, and again. It's not looking good. We made the mistake, and he made us pay. But we're not giving up hope. We can still win this fight.
Seconds winding down in round 2.
Nice. That's a very. I want to go back and highlight that real quick. This is a tip and a trick that I've been wanting to break down for you guys for a long time. I want you guys to see how he closes the distance right here. If you're able to implement this into your game, you'll be able to close the distance that much more faster, and you'll get nice body damage. So I want you guys to watch the feint body kick or leg kick that he throws out right here into the rear body kick, and how it closes the distance and really fools me to the point where I can't even block it. So let's watch it. So right there, he switches just to give us a different look. There's the feint, the leg kick into the rear body kick, closes the distance well and gets the nice body damage, especially because it's to the open side of the body because of the southpaw stance that he's in. Very, very tricky stuff right there from Romero 17. Very tricky stuff. So if you're not doing that, definitely go into practice mode and work on that, because I know I'm adding it. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm adding it. So right there, it's the end of the second round. Definitely lost that second round. Not going to front to you. We definitely lost that second round. We got 3 leg health events and 1 knockdown, and he got 3 knockdowns and like 1 body health event. But I would trade leg health events and leg health for body health any day of the week. Tell you that. That body work he's been doing has caused a lot of trouble for us. So here in the third round, we got to go for it. We do. It's 1-1, I feel like, heading into this third round. Our stamina is way lower than his because of the body work he's been doing. But we're not giving up hope with Davison because we do have that 97 power in there. It's in effect. Hurting him, trying to block break him, but he did a good job of moving his head off. Misses on the jab straight. We're pressuring him a little bit. He switches to orthodox. And now, one thing that I did notice that he did just maybe 10 to 15 seconds ago, when he switched back to orthodox, he's now checking the calf kick and trying to throw a check hook. And that's another very effective way why I stopped the fight. Another effective way to check calf kicks is throwing that lead hook. It lands every single time. It catches the opponent in vulnerability. So that really is worrisome. Really, really is worrisome if he's now trying to do that, because now he can pressure and really check the calf kicks more effectively without having to back up and reset. So it could be a really big problem. So we have to adjust accordingly by trying to throw some boxing combinations in the pocket and regaining that respect.
Nice combination and not just a two-piece either.
So now he's playing at a little bit of distance. There's another check hook off the calf kick. We're breaking down that block little by little. Our head health is really, really low though. So if we get a knockdown, I'm not gonna lie to you, I might have to take it. I might have to take it. There's that beautifully timed overhand. There, we heard him. He's moving his head off effectively, and there's a spear takedown. Hey, and now it's just, you know what? I don't feel bad. I was starting to feel bad. Maybe, you know what? If I take a knockdown, I'm gonna feel grimy, but I'm gonna have to do it. But now with the spear takedown that he just threw out, now I don't feel as bad, because now he's trying to get me with the ground and pound damage right here. But that was very clean stuff from him right there. He's seen our stamina was low. He knows his head health is low. He knows my head health is low. So he timed out a beautifully timed spear takedown, which for those of you guys that don't know, when somebody's stamina is depleted and you have over a 50% stamina advantage, you get that free spear takedown, and they're not able to deny it unless they're pre-denying it. So very, very smart IQ work here from Romero 17. And now we're in a lot of trouble. We need to try to get up or reverse this position. There we get sprawl. I know my body health is low, but luckily he's not chopping at it too much right now. We try to transition out. He did a good job of denying and immediately goes to backside. He's posturing up, raining down that heavy ground and pound damage, but we were able to catch that punch. We're going to go for knee on belly right here, and we get it. This is a very damaging spot. Going for the dub, and we're able to get it done right there, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly what I said we needed to do, we were able to do successfully. He postured up, tried to rain down ground and pound damage on us from backside. We caught the punch, the hook up to the head, reversed the position, got him inside control, and then immediately went for knee on belly, which in my opinion is one of the most damaging ground and pound positions you can be in UFC 5, and we were able to get the job done over Romero 17 in the first fight of the best of 3 here of the series, guys. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated. And like I said, there's another 2 videos coming of these high level fights that me and Romero 17 did do. And if you haven't subbed up to his YouTube channel, give him a sub, man. The dude's on his way to 20K. He's a really, really good dude. He helps out the community in whatever way he can. So if you want to sub up to his YouTube channel, I'm going to leave the link to the description in the description of this video to his channel. So make sure you guys go and drop a sub for him. But if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to drop a subscription as well. Sub up. I do post UFC 5 content on this channel daily. And I really just post a lot of MMA content, period. UFC related. Sometimes you'll see me post Undisputed as well, but you know, we kind of got off that game. But it's neither here nor there. But make sure if you did enjoy this video, slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. And until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I'll see you guys in the next video.